guys. Today is the official day where we are going to start our ADHD treatment, and I'm really excited. I need to go to Walmart to go pick it up. I decided to put some makeup on to feel a little bit better about myself, and I am going to take the medicine as long as the pharmacist says it's okay while I'm at Walmart. I'm also going alone because Ellie is sleeping in, rightfully so. Pharmacy opens very, very early. And I've already gotten up, had breakfast, took a shower, put makeup on. And if we get to the pharmacy, get all the stuff we need at Walmart, and I'm feeling productive, I think I'm gonna go get my hair cut. Which is not something I like to do because I don't like sitting still for that long. Let's be really honest. I don't like talking. I like silent appointments. I don't like doing my hair, but my roots are growing out badly, and I want to put a color treatment on the bottom to pull some of this dark hair dye out and let my natural grow out, which is crazy. I just don't like dyeing my hair that often, but what I dislike more is the three-tone hair color I've got, which is the really, really dark, the my hair mixed with the dark, and then my fresh hair. So we may go do that because I don't want to go get the color treatment and do the color treatment if I'm gonna hack all of this off, So let's go. You're gonna join me. Okay, so I just took it. She said it's pretty rapid. I'm in the kids' aisles because nobody's down here, but very excited. It's gonna be great. Oh my gosh, these Melissa and Doug toys are so cute. I cannot wait to have kids one day to buy them the Melissa and Doug stuff. Come on. Little pots and pans. So cute. Okay, so it's 10:50 now. Took it at 10:15. So it's literally been 30 minutes. She said it was rapid release. I feel different. Not mentally per se, but I do feel, she did say dizziness, and I read that dizziness is very common, especially the first time, because it changes your cardiovascular system. It affects it, and you can have high blood pressure and stuff. I do feel dizzy, not dizzy enough to not drive. I did, like I said, I woke up at 3 after not some great sleep, 3 in the morning, so I'm a little tired. So I don't know if the dizziness, and I'm not gonna say a headache, it's not a headache yet, but normally when I kind of feel this way, I can when I get tired, I start to get a headache if I don't lay down. But I was reading online while I was walking through the store, because I knew that I took it in the store. I was like, okay, you should make sure let it kick in before you start driving, to kind of decide what's going on. I do feel though, and maybe this is just placebo, I am very focused on what I'm saying in my mind. I'm not thinking of other things like I normally do. So maybe, I don't know. This is trial and error of the first day of somebody who's definitely affected by the placebo effect greatly. So, I'm not 100% sure right now. But it said make sure you drink a lot and eat, because one thing that I'm already used to and that now I know is a symptom of ADHD is forgetting to eat or choosing not to eat because it doesn't interest you. And I definitely struggle with eating a solid 3 meals a day. I forget to eat lots of times. I snack throughout the day kind of if I get hungry, but even then sometimes I'll sit on the couch and be I'm hungry, but I don't want to get up, and I don't. So I don't know. So I'm gonna get some quick McDonald's. Is it the best choice? No, but it's the quickest thing right here on the way home. I don't think I'm gonna go get my hair cut. I thought I was going to. It's also very hot. It is 89 degrees right now. It's only gonna get worse, and so I shouldn't try to push myself while ambitious and would love to go do more things. I think I need to limit myself, go home, and probably the smart and safe thing to do is monitor how I feel and we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what differences we're going to encounter, so I'm gonna get some food, see if that helps with the dizziness and anything. A lot of times they say it's just mild and it goes away on its own. So when I started a medication a couple years ago, for the first week that I took it, I was extremely nauseous. So, and also when I was switching my medications, I would get dizzy and nauseous and sick. So I'm used to it. So, but I do feel safe enough to drive. So I'm gonna get out of this hot parking lot and go get some food. Reward myself for McDonald's. That's what we're gonna do. I'll check back in a bit. So it's 11:30. I just got home. I didn't eat in the car very much. I had like 2 or 3 bites of some French fries because I was talking to my mom, telling her about it. I drove just fine. I feel like I'm talking slower. I feel like normally it's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and I feel very slow. I feel like I don't look different. I always look, I feel like you can tell when I'm calm or not by my eyes, so I'm trying to look, but I don't feel like I look, so that's why you see me looking this way. I don't feel like I look different. I'm not gonna say it's a weird feeling in my chest, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel kind of weird. It could be because I'm tired too. I don't know. I have noticed my head is a lot quieter. It's a lot quieter. And the whole way home, I was able to focus on singing the songs that I normally sing. Normally I skip through them if I get bored of a part of the song. Yeah, so I listened to like one 6-minute song. It's Defying Gravity, if you know, you know. So maybe we're working. I don't know. Maybe this takes a couple days to like fully kick in, but I don't know the science behind it. I need to do some more research, which I'm going to do while I'm eating, because she did say that like it's the one that stays in your system for 10 hours. And I remember I asked my doctor on Thursday when I talked to her, I said, hey, is this something I need to be aware of? Like, if I miss one or if I don't take one because I don't need to be productive, like to the T that day, like, you know, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, am I gonna have withdrawals? Bad, like withdrawals like I have when I don't take an antidepressant, which I don't do often, but sometimes it happens. And she's like, no, you shouldn't have any withdrawals from that. So that's why I'm kind of thinking it's gonna work very differently, but we'll see. It's highly likely with how calm I'm feeling right now that I fall asleep on the couch after I eat, which adds up because I like to take midday naps anyway. So I went ahead and I checked on everybody outside. I checked on old mama. I know I told y'all in the live, hi Bruni, that she wasn't doing good yesterday, and that still holds true. She wasn't doing great yesterday. When I went out there at like 8 this morning, I think, to go check on her, when she went to go stand up from sitting to get away from me, she struggled a little bit, like it seemed like muscle weakness. So I'm not quite sure. We'll see, but she's good right now. I just checked on her. She's sitting in the shade. So just gonna keep checking on her and doing everything I can for her. I'll give her some Nutrigent here in a little bit. So yeah, but I'll check in a little bit. So it's almost 2 o'clock now. I just sat on FaceTime with my sister for like an hour and a half while they were outside playing golf in Huntsville. It was her fiance and my brother, and we sat there and we had a very, very good conversation just about life. We talked about God. We talked about all these things. I have never been able to sit on FaceTime that long. I cannot engage conversations for that long normally, so I think it's working. I feel like my drowsiness is still there, but again, we have to think. I woke up very, very not good timing. But I feel very calm, and I feel like this is, I was talking to Rika and I was like, I feel very weird. Everything's very quiet in my head. I'm actually not fidgeting a lot, which I normally do. I know at this point you're like, how are these signs not obvious? I don't know. How were they not obvious? I don't know. But, and see, there goes my train of thought, just like that. So, you know, there's still a little bit of forgetfulness there, but we're working on it. We're working on it. But I've never, like, been able to really sit through long conversation, especially deep conversations of things that, like, maybe I have some frustration with, because I can be very honest, I do have some frustrations in my journey with faith that I need to let go of, and I can't do it without God's help. Talking with my sister, I think, you know, we kind of came to the conclusion, like, you're the thing that's stopping you, and it might not be your fault. But it was abundantly clear in that conversation that I'm very much, like, as much as I try to be open-minded, there's some things that I can't let go. And the point was, it was just a really positive conversation that I was totally present for, and that was a really, really good feeling. So that's our 2 o'clock update. Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock. We're going on a side-by-side ride. Yeah. Actually, we're looking for Ellie's duck, but that's a whole different story for a whole different day if we ever get there. But what do you think so far of what you've seen of me today so far? I know you said I was wired.
Yeah, you are wired.
And that's the opposite of what we want. But what y'all know that maybe y'all can tell me, anybody with ADHD experience, I did have a coffee with my medicine, and I had my McDonald's Coke. Now, I've had Coke my whole life, so the caffeine has never affected me, but coffee normally makes me tired, and so I'm wondering if the coffee is maybe reacting with the medicine. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know. Or maybe it is the Coke, and maybe I'm just delusional. I don't know. But he did say I was wired. But I'm talking about the same subject conversation. We have not moved on to a different base subject.
Erratic but calm. Skitsy but focused. Distracted yet attentive.
Hey, it's better than where we were yesterday, so that's all we can ask for. So I've officially been awake for 12 hours now, and the sleepiness is hitting. That's okay. I think we've learned a lot from this already, or at least I have, and as I rewatch the footage, I'm sure I'm going to see how I progress through the medication. I still have a couple hours of it left, and I think just what it's going to be is in that moment when I said I don't know what to do, it's so quiet, I assume that's the moment when you go and you get stuff done. So I am very excited for this change. Like I said, I got to have a very good conversation with my sister I think I told you it was like over an hour and a half.
I said it was like 2 hours.
2 hours almost. So
you never talk that long with anybody.
And I'm kind of like my dad when I get on the phone. If I get done talking, I'm kind of just like, okay, love you, bye, and then I hang up.
Well, even with me, we talk for 30 minutes, and then we sit quietly for 30 minutes, and maybe talk for 20 more and sit quietly for 30 more. We never talk 2 hours straight usually.
No, I get very fatigued with talking very quickly.
And I think we just get chemically bonded and fall asleep or relax.
Something, but I do not talk long on the phone with anybody. I actually despise talking on the phone, but I make that exception for like my parents and my siblings, because when you're busy and everybody's living different lives, that's when you'll talk. And so I do make that exception, and I normally don't get fatigued, but after about 10 minutes, the focus has gone and I've clocked out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to move on to the next thing.
We're referring to normally, before the medicine.
Normally. Now I stay focused for that. I mean, it was kind of crazy how focused I was in that conversation. Even Rika was like, you're weirdly focused.
2 hours of focus is unfathomable.
Yeah, in my test, y'all, they couldn't even get me to focus for 5 minutes. So I'd say we're doing pretty good for day one.
What the heck is this?
This is a guy.
That's a guy.
It's a guy.
That's one of ours?
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Adam or Steve's right there, isn't he?
That is not Adam or Steve.
No, I couldn't.
Adam or Steve?
Oh, that's not Adam.
No.
That's a girl, I think.
at their face.
Oh, yeah.
Muscovy boys have that red on their face. Adam or Steve likes to sleep. I think that's actually it's either him or Robbie over there. Robert.
Robbie.
Well, Adam or Steve likes to be over there too. And then, of course, there's that. Look, he's going to try to escape. He knows. He knows. He's coming. And look, there's the other one. He's going to come too. And then Ellie now has his favorite chore for the day. Clean up the trash that Phoebe got out. Your favorite chore! Oh, and there's Tilly. She's going to go play around in the trash too. We're working on it. She's going to have to be shot collar trained with the trash. Not Tilly, Phoebe. Oh, here's the girls. These are girls. They don't have as much of that red on their face. Phoebe. Those are girls. Those are girls. See how they don't have all that chunkiness on their face? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, let's not.
Baby.
Can we move?
Ziggy will move.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're not. Hi. Would you like to come see? No. Okay.
She's out of control. She is your brain normally.
Yeah.
Right?
And Peaches is my brain now.
And he's your brain now.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels so calm. I could stick my tongue out.